Hi everybody, it's the Intuitive Healer, and today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and tune your energy, Sagittarius. All right, for those of you stopping by for the very first time, welcome to my channel. And for those of you already part of the Intuitive Healer Tarot family, well, welcome back, my lovelies. Make sure you guys watch till the end of the video. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell and that red subscription button so you'll be notified when my new videos do come up. All right. So first offhand, we have our first card here, which is H.E.L.D. It's the Angel of Annihilation. And that Angel of Annihilation brings in the energy that kind of signifies that there's something that needs to be removed from your life. All right. And we have the Emperor card here as well. And this is all about you ruling your own life, you being in control of yourself. So very, very intermingled cards here, because you know, when we are taking the lead of our lives, we know what to remove and what is, you know, blocking us from successes. All right, so let's get into these cards here and see what our angels and guides have in store for us today. All right, Ascended Masters, angels, guides, those that have crossed over, please guide us to, the highest and best messages for the sign of Sagittarius. All right, so you know, the first card that came out right away is love yourself. Love yourself. Well, and I think that's what this strong energy, this very present energy that's happening around you is starting to, you know, show up as love for yourself. Now it's time that you trust the divine plan, because when we have these type of cards that come in, it's signifying that things are in place and that you should trust that there is a higher guidance that is supporting you at this time, and that you need to trust in the plan because there is a divine one coming. It's also in reminiscent to this H.E.L.D card in regards to the fact that we need to make necessary changes and sacrifices if we want the gold, right, Sagittarius? And we're controlling our life. We've got to make those actions towards success. And what does that mean? That means going with the flow of things. You know, it's reacting the same way with a good or bad situation. You know, I have a dear old granny. She's in her 90s. And one of the things I always say is, Grandma, how did you get to be that age? She says it was my positive attitude. And it was all about me reacting the same towards the good and the bad. So if my little granny can say that, well, she's got something going. She is in her 90s, you know. So she's got some voice of reason there. All right. So let's see if we can get some more cards here, and then we'll get into some love cards, and then we'll pull some Kuan Yin cards, see what Kuan Yin has in store for some internal guidance here. It says for you to strengthen your gifts. If you are feeling that you're very intuitive, which fire signs are very intuitive signs, and really relying upon your intuition, because that's really what guides you. Now, this is saying for you to change tracks, you know, pull away that which doesn't serve you and embrace your real power here, and that's your intuition. And, you know, I think it's funny because some of these cards, when they come out, it's like, wow, when you're embracing your power, you're laughing at your demons, because they don't matter anymore. You know, I think once we get this knowledge of being on a higher spiritual path, all that we really worried about in the past really kind of falls away, and it doesn't really matter anymore because we accept disappointments gracefully. And that's really, you know, the state of awareness here, is that we can accept the good with the bad, and we can speak our truth. So speak up, please. Speak up, Sagittarius. Don't be holding anything back right now, because it's not going to help you. It's time for you to do something different. Just saying. All right. Because you need to reflect upon your truth. You have a lot to say. For those of you Sagittarius out there, male, female, cross watchers, who's ever tuning in, you know, whoever this resonates with, it's time for you to reach for the stars. Time for you to do something different, something more rewarding, more fulfilling, right? I love it when the cards just pop out the way they do. Look at this. Reevaluate your priorities. And what I'm kind of sensing here is that some of you Sagittarians were in a situation where maybe you were prioritizing somebody else's life and you didn't have the opportunity to prioritize your own life. And I think it kind of put things in the back burner. So it's time for you to start seeking your hidden treasures. And those are within. You guys are in a place where you can meditate, or, you know, take a walk. Just quiet the mind for a second. Listen to that deep seated voice that's telling you what direction to go in. Make sure that in the process of that, you're being of service to others. So it's very important to do that at this time, whether we be on technology or if we're able to make a helping hand, always at the service of others. But H.E.L.D and your Emperor card are also asking for you to make a plan. Make a different plan. Choose a different direction. You know, you are in your power right now, and it's time for you to stop judging yourself. Make no judgments there. Okay? All right. And keep your commitments, which I know you're a fire sign, so you guys always do. All right, so let's get into love a little bit more and see what we're talking about here in regards to, you know, the love front. What's going on there? Because when we start seeing a different path, maybe we start making a plan and saying, hey, I dated this type of individual in my life before, and I think I want to change it up. I want to date somebody that is totally different than the normal. And the universe is going to serve it up. Sometimes it's everything that you really, really wanted, and you didn't even know. Because half the time we're overthinking and we're over-guessing and we're really not prioritizing ourselves. And then all of a sudden, sun shines on us and the universe brings in some beauty. And we're like, wow, okay, so I'm showing some passion here. A magnetic and seductive quality surround you at present. Enjoy it. So yeah, some loving coming your way, Sagittarius, if it's not already going on right now. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And so that's you being guided by your intuition and making all the right choices and making the right call. Sometimes the hard road is the right road, even though it seems like a struggle. When you're at the end of that road, you're like, wow, it was all worth all the struggle. So there is sacred union here in the present moment. So honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So for those of you that are in a current partnership, it's just going to get deeper. You guys are going to get through all the nonsense. And, you know, H.E.L.D might very well help you pull away that which is not in your, you know, in alignment with you. And maybe you have those tough conversations. You guys deal with what needs to be dealt with. But for those of you that are single Sagittarians out there, romance and Cupid's arrows striking. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards. So I usually just pull 4 on this type of series I'm doing, but I think we need a little bit more. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now it's the time to give to yourself. There you go. All right, so let's get into some Kuan Yin cards. That kind of clarified it for me. It's time for you to work on yourself, Sagittarius, and then you'll be ready for that person. For those of you that are in a current partnership, well, you guys are just going to work through your stuff together. All right, we have spacious. Give yourself the comfort of having enough time and space to formulate your responses. Inner wisdom and a higher consciousness arise in spaciousness. Your response can generate the energy and outcomes you desire. Heart's desire, the manifestation of your heart's desire, contains the seeds of fulfillment for many beings. Ask and I shall help you attain your destiny in a way that benefits all. So that's you being at service. Patience. I am patience, born of wisdom, for I know what you shall be. I wait for your readiness. I shall never tire of encouraging and believing in you. Your soul is held in my hand. Lotus born, your innermost being is eternally pure no matter what has transpired, what you have done or what you failed to do. There's a light within that which can never be sold. Release your shame, embrace your true nature. And that's what the Emperor is asking you to do as well. So if you like this reading, please give it a like. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share and subscribe. Make sure you're putting your name in the comment box below so that you'll be entered in my giveaway during this fall solstice. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this as a more personal reading, all my information's down there in that description box below. So tune into that. I only have a short window, getting overbooked with readings, so make sure you make your appointment soon. Also, check out my sound healings. I am collaborating with Michael Winham, and go ahead and check out his YouTube channel as well and see what him and I are up to. We're putting a lot of healing music out there to enhance you, to keep your vibrational space high. Just know, you guys, that I'm always here to support you. And also know that you have free will, so choose wisely with your life. Sagittarius, all will be well, all the toxics leaving. So have a fantastic day. Namaste.